guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about underrated beauty products. So these are beauty products that I personally love, that I feel 100% good about recommending to people and raving about, but I feel like they don't get a whole lot of attention on YouTube or in the beauty community in general. So I just had this idea like 30 minutes ago because I was using one of these eyeshadow palettes and I love it so much, and I feel like I'm like, people don't really hear about this palette. Maybe I should do a video and talk about it. And then I thought I would include some other products as well. So before we get started, I want to mention that if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. You can click that subscribe button and that bell notification. That will allow you to get notified when I create new videos and upload new videos. I do about 2 to 3 new videos each week. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook, I hope that you will. Those are the 2 social media platforms that I'm most active on. Instagram especially. YouTube is so edited and censored. You know, it takes a long time to film and edit and get a video up. Instagram is a little bit more my real life, so I hope you will check me out there. Okay, that's it. My shameless plug is done. Let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna dive right in here. I wanna talk about the palette that inspired the idea for this video, and it is Buxom. And this eyeshadow palette is actually one that I custom made, so it's not like a pre-made palette. But these shadows, you guys, are phenomenal. Buxom Eyeshadows. Do you hear them on YouTube? I feel like I never hear them talked about on YouTube. I did a video a couple of years ago when I first discovered these, and it was actually pretty cool because I commented on Emily Noel's channel. I'm sure you all know who she is. She's one of the best YouTubers on YouTube, in my opinion. And I commented on her video, and then out of the blue, out of total surprise, she did a video like a couple weeks later and she mentioned my channel, and it was crazy. I was a very teeny tiny channel. I mean, I think I had maybe 2,000 subscribers, and all of a sudden I was getting notified on my app that I was having, all these people were commenting like, Emily sent me over, Emily sent me over, and I'm like, what? And then I was like, oh my God, Emily Noel just mentioned my channel in a video, and it was crazy. And so I think maybe probably some of you discovered my channel that way. Anyway, I'm going off topic, but my point is that let's get back to the topic here at hand. These shadows, such great quality. They're so soft and really easy to work with. What I really love about these shadows are the sheen formula. So the sheen is nice because it has just like the perfect amount of sheen shimmer. If you have more mature eyelids, or you have a lot of texture on your eye and you like to wear shimmer, you don't always want to wear mattes, but you find that the really frosty shadows tend to magnify texture on the eye, these are really, really great. They're really beautiful, and they will have that light reflective quality that you're looking for in a frosty or a shimmer, minus the like chunky frost, if that makes sense. Just really nice, soft, and pretty. I grab this a lot, but I don't really talk about it too much on YouTube. I will list all the colors that I have. I love this color scheme. I think I did a pretty phenomenal job picking them out. So I'll link every single color. I love every single color here. I think I do remember standing in front of the display for like 30 minutes making my selection. I believe this palette, when you buy the palette and you buy 6 shadows, it's like a $40 cost, which is really great. So love Buxom Shadows. If you haven't tried them out, check them out. Okay, speaking of eyeshadows, I want to talk about the Balm Cosmetics. I never see the Balm Cosmetics talked about on YouTube. Again, this is the palette that I custom made. I saw that they had this packaging, Lady and the Pug, and look at these 2 little pugs. Is that not the cutest thing you have ever seen? I had 2 pugs. We lost Harley in December, but it reminded me of my boys. So anyway, I saw this packaging and I was like, okay, I have to fill it. So I picked out these shadows. Some of them I love more than others. I don't particularly like the real frosty ones. You don't really see any of the frost. It's just kind of more of the color. But again, these shimmers are really nice, or these sheen shadows, I should say, are really, really nice. They're soft, just like the Buxom. They're easy to blend. I think they're great for more mature eyelids. Just a really great quality. And for some reason or another, I never hear the Balm Cosmetics talked about on YouTube. I'm not sure why that is. I really like this brand of shadows. I will leave a link to the ones in my palette, and then I'll leave a star next to the ones that I really, really like. Okay, this next product is for the skin. It's a foundation, and it's by the brand Face Atelier. This is their Ultra Skin Foundation, and this was actually sent to me by Face Atelier last year because if you have been following me for any length of time, you know that like my all-time favorite foundation is the Face Atelier Ultra Foundation. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so I just grabbed this one out of my makeup kit. It's kind of dirty, but this is the Ultra Foundation, and this is actually the pro size. So you can actually buy it in a larger bottle that looks like a foundation bottle. I've always stocked my makeup kit with this foundation. It is in my opinion, the best foundation ever created. It just looks beautiful on all skin tones and in all skin types. So whether, I always say this, but whether, when I would do makeup for weddings, I sometimes was dealing with like a 24, 25-year-old bride, and I was dealing with an 80-year-old grandmother, and I would use this foundation on everybody that I did, and it's just so, so beautiful. So this is definitely a product that I feel is very underrated, because most of you probably haven't heard about Face Atelier. But anyway, they sent me the Ultra Skin, which is the sister of the Ultra. The Ultra Skin is a little bit more sheer. I wouldn't call the Ultra a matte foundation by any means, but this definitely has more of a supple kind of glow look to the skin. It's so, so beautiful. If you have dry skin, you will love this. The only thing I will say about this versus the Ultra is the Ultra has a longer wearability, in my opinion. This, I did feel the need to touch up with. Again, when I was using this, I was a lot more oily then. I actually did a video on this foundation, so I'll have it linked down below. But if you have oily skin and you're deciding between the two, definitely the Ultra. If you have really dry, dehydrated skin, I would give the Ultra Skin a try, but it is such a beautiful, beautiful foundation. The packaging, you know, isn't anything fancy. What I have found about Face Atelier is it's not an inexpensive line of makeup. I want to say this one's like 50 bucks. And you know, you get it and you're like, this is 50 bucks. It's just in a simple plastic packaging, but the quality of the product is just one of the best, I think. Same thing with their lipsticks, which is the next thing I want to talk about. I have this lipstick by them. This is the color Pink Diamond. And again, the packaging is very simple. The packaging actually looks pretty cheap, but the lipstick itself is so nice. It is so creamy and pigmented. It stays on the lips really well. I just think it's just a really high-end professional line of makeup. When I think of Face Atelier, I think of professional makeup artists, because I think that the majority of people that use it are professional makeup artists. That's how I discovered it, was at the makeup show years ago. And I know a lot of pros that like to use it. So it's a very high-end quality. The packaging is not so great, but the product itself is phenomenal. I haven't tried anything from them that I have disliked. I've tried their glosses, their lipstick, and their 2 foundations. So I'm excited to try more this year. Speaking of another fantastic lipstick, Makeup Forever, their Artist Rouge Cream Lipsticks. I don't really feel like I hear them talked about much. I have this one on today. This is the shade C104. These lipsticks are so pigmented and so creamy. They stay on the lips all day because they have so much pigment. They feel really comfortable on the lips. They're like a mix between a matte and a cream lipstick. I guess they are considered a cream lipstick, but they are not as creamy as some other cream lipsticks that I've tried. So it's just like the perfect balance, because it's very comfortable, but it's very long wearing. And I particularly love this color. There's another one that they have, I think it's C211, that I have somewhere here, which is probably one of the most universal colors. I would say that I actually probably have it in my kit, because it's so universal that I would use it on a lot of brides or bridesmaids. That one's really nice too. It's kind of like a mauve rose shade, but this is a really nice peachy nude shade. I don't use a lip liner with it because it's so pigmented that I feel like I don't need to define my lips anymore. Love this. All right, so let's talk about some more eyeshadows that I'm loving. L'Oreal launched these, I want to say last year, the Infallible Paint Metallic Shadows. And I talked about these in a video when I first discovered them, but I haven't really seen them talked about too much. I have 2 shades. I have the shade, what shade is this? I'll leave them linked down below. I don't want to waste any more time in this video, but one's like this silver pewter, and then one's this really beautiful bronze. These are phenomenal, you guys. These are like super, I mean, they rival any high-end eyeshadow brand when it comes to frosty metallic shades. So creamy, so pigmented. They're just beautiful. I wish they came out with more. When they first launched, they launched with a very limited color selection, and I don't think the last time I was at the drugstore they had any additional colors. I don't remember how many they launched, but these 2 were the only 2 that I could see myself really wearing often. So hopefully they have launched some more, or they will be soon. These are fantastic though, fantastic drugstore frosty shimmery shadows. Stila also has some really great quality of eyeshadows. I have 2 shades and they're individual. I have the shade Cloud, and I've had this forever. I don't even know if they still carry these shades. And the shade Diamond Little. Diamond Little, whatever, it's L-I-L. They're both these silvery, cool tone shades. Cloud is really nice. It's kind of like this really light, it's like too dark for a brow highlight. Where is it? I'm making a mess here. There it is. It's too dark for a brow highlight, but it's really nice for like the inner corner or center of the lid just to give a little bit of brightness there and a little highlight. And then this color, Diamond Little, I'm just going to call it Diamond Little. Actually, whoa, it actually looks a lot like that L'Oreal. So there is the Stila, and then the L'Oreal is, I can't tell in this monitor, is on top. The L'Oreal's a little darker, but very, very pretty, smoky, silvery. They're very soft and creamy. They blend really nicely and easily. I think they have another shade called Kitten that I really, really love. But I don't see those talked about too much either. Okay, moving right along, I can see my little battery notification blinking at me. So let me try and get through this. What else? Jane Iredale. Do you guys hear about Jane Iredale much on YouTube? Really fantastic line of products, mineral products. This is the Peach Sorbet eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is so beautiful. It's just this beautiful light shimmer shade with peach, and it's, again, the sheen on these are just perfect for a more mature eyelid because it's going to give you that shine, but it's not going to magnify textures or wrinkles or any area where the skin is not perfectly smooth. They're so, so nice. Love this. She also has a BB cream that is really, really great. It's kind of expensive. I bought this when I was in Canada last year. It was at the salon, and I want to say, oh, I'm just making it up. I don't know. It was a lot. It was at least $60, I want to say. Maybe it was more than that. It's the Glow Time Full Coverage Mineral BB Cream, and it has an SPF of 25. And I got the shade number 5, I guess. But this is a pretty full coverage BB cream. I was really shocked. When I think of BB creams, I think of them as being more sheer and kind of natural. This is not. This gives you quite a bit of coverage. It has an SPF of 25, which is really nice. I mean, look at that. That's pretty full coverage. It's got skincare benefits to it. It's mineral based. It's just a really nice full coverage BB cream. If you want to dilute it down a little bit, you could mix it with a moisturizer, or if you want to add like a tinted moisturizer or a tinted SPF, a little bit more coverage, you could mix this in with it too. So you can kind of play with it and use it more like a mixing medium to just kind of tweak and alter the coverage that you're looking for. But it just has a really nice, beautiful finish. Love that. So this guy launched, I think last year, and did I do a review on this? I think I did a review on this. I'll leave it linked down below if I did. If I didn't, then I need to add that to my list. The Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation, SPF of 20. This guy is a fantastic long wear full coverage foundation. I didn't have any expectation of this when it launched. I know it got a little of attention when it launched on YouTube, but I feel like I don't really hear it talked about much anymore, which kind of happens a lot to brands or to products. But I really, really like this. I remember I was wearing this in the summertime and my skin was very oily, and this would last all day. I could put it on and not touch it up at all, and at the end of the day my makeup still looked really nice. So I have the shade Sandalwood 15. If I remember this shade, I haven't worn this in a while, but a couple months, but if I remember this shade was a little off. It was hard for me to find the perfect shade for me, but this was the closest that I could find. But yeah, if you're looking for a long wear, full coverage foundation, I recommend giving this one a try. If you have really oily skin, I recommend giving this a try. If you have really dry skin, I don't know that this would be the best option for you because I do remember this being pretty mattifying. But if that doesn't bother you, then maybe this is a good one. But yeah, just a really great long wear full coverage foundation. Okay, we're almost done. Actually, we're not. We have quite a few left, but I'm going to talk quickly. Danessa Ryx Translucent Powder. I've been talking about this a lot lately, but I feel like I might be the only one talking about it. That's not true. I know that's not true because actually a subscriber is the one who told me about this product when I went to the makeup show in Dallas in September. She told me to pick this up. It's the Evolution Powder, and I have the shade 01. It's a translucent setting powder. This is the only translucent powder that I feel like I can use under my eye and on my face. Normally I use the Secret Brightening Powder by Laura Mercier under the eye, and then I use a separate powder for the face. This one is light enough and sheer enough that I can use it under the eye and all over. It also makes the skin look smoother. It kind of softens the look of pores or any texture in the skin. I mean, it's not a miracle thing. It's not going to make them disappear, but it does soften it. It's just very, very lightweight, and I love that. So Danessa Ryx, she's a makeup artist. She also has a Vision Full Coverage Cream that I have that I did a review on that is super duper full coverage. I think there's a time and a place for that. I think it's a fantastic product. I don't reach for it too much just because it is so much coverage. But if you like that, or you are a performer, or you're on stage, or you're a professional makeup artist and you need to have something that you can use as a mixing medium to add more coverage to other, you know, more sheer products, then that is something to take a look at. Okay, I'm getting the blink blink battery notification. Let's keep going. Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. I really like this guy. Not necessarily when my skin is dry. If your skin is dry, stay very clear of this. If you have oily skin, give this a try. It's not very heavy or full coverage. I would say it gives decent coverage, about to medium coverage. I don't think you're gonna get full coverage out of this. Not like the Bare Pro at all. This one offers more, but this is very much more lightweight. So this one feels very lightweight. The consistency of it is very lightweight. This does have a powdered finish to it. So it doesn't have like a velvety matte finish. This looks like you've set it with powder, but you didn't. So that's kind of a bonus that you don't have to set it with a powder. Very long wearing. Great for those times of the year that your skin gets a little bit more oily. I was using this a lot in the hotter months of the year, and I really, really like it. I have the shade Natural. Okay, we are moving right along. This, you guys, I've talked about. It's been a while since I talked about this, but I know a lot of you have purchased this and come back to me and tell me how much you like it. So I always love hearing that feedback. This oil, it's by the brand Nemat or Nemat. N-E-M-A-T is the brand. I get it at Whole Foods. This is a fragrance and it's an oil. Oh, love this. So I get the scent Amber. I think they have like Amber Musk or White Amber. Don't do those. Just do the Amber one. It smells amazing. I get it. So I've gotten in the roller ball, and I don't recommend the roller ball because I always have issues with it. The ball gets stuck or it's just a mess. Just get it in this little container. Use your finger and just put it in the areas. Oh, it smells so good. Every time I wear this, I get compliments on it. It is just the best little secret there is. I guess they found out that I was talking about it on my videos because they reached out to me a while back and they sent me the perfume. They think they launched this perfume, maybe it was a year or more ago, but they sent this to me. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not as great as the oil. It has an alcohol smell. When I spray it, I can smell alcohol initially, those first like 30 seconds or so. That smell does go away, but it's not as strong as the oil. I think that it would be a good layering. I think you could do the oil and then layer it with the perfume if you want to. But to be honest, I don't even think you need the perfume. Just go with the oil and you will not be disappointed. They sell it at Whole Foods. You can buy it on Amazon, but be careful. I did a video a while back and I linked a link to Amazon and I recommended going to get it on Amazon. And I felt so bad because people were like, I got mine on Amazon and it doesn't smell that strong. It smells like it's diluted, I guess. And so I ordered it, and sure enough, the one I got didn't have a strong scent to it either. It was not as good as the one that I got from Whole Foods. So either order it directly from their website or from Whole Foods if you have a Whole Foods near you. Or if you're on Amazon, just look at the reviews or see who's selling it and if it's reputable, but be careful with that. I'll leave a couple of links down below for you. Okay, moving along, the Strobe powders by Hourglass. I know they got a lot of attention when they launched, but I don't see them used or talked about much anymore. This is my favorite highlighter. I am not really all about the like super intense, highlight on the cheek. I think it looks really impressive in photographs or video because you turn and you just see that and it's like, oh, wow. But in real life, I think that it just looks very distracting, very heavy. It also can magnify texture. So if you have large pores or you have any acne scars or anything on the skin, it just magnifies that. It just draws attention to that. So I like a much softer sheer highlight, just my personal thing. And this one is just that. This one literally looks like light is hitting the face. You can see it on my hand right there. It just looks like light is hitting the face. I actually want to show you, I want to compare it to something that is more intense to show you what I mean. So, okay, perfect. Let's do this. All right, so I've got the Hourglass strobe light there. You can see it, okay? I'm going to take the Mary Luminizer by, this is the bomb. This one was real popular for a while. And I'm going to put it right next to it. Do you see the difference? Do you see how that luminizer is just like, boom, it's like highlight. And this looks more like light is kind of hitting it just looks like light is hitting the skin, which to me is what a highlight should look like. Really, really pretty. Okay, just a few more products to get through. The Dior Show Maximizer Lash Primer. I rave about this. So if you watch my channel, this is not something that is underrated, but this is the best lash primer by far that I have ever tried. I don't have lash extensions now, so this is not a product that I'm using now, but this, when I had natural lashes, this is what kept me able to have natural lashes for so long and not go nuts, because it gives really dramatic, long, full lashes. I pair it with the Chanel Le Volume, which is my next product that I want to talk about. These two, you guys, are such a great combination. Pretty high end. I want to say they're each around $30, $32, but the Dior Show Lash Primer also conditions your lashes, so I think it's actually good for your lashes to use it every day. Really great, great products. If you have short, thin, or just weak lashes that need a lot of help, these two are great. If you want to, if you don't want to do both of them, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise is a really great mascara from the drugstore. Almost as good as the Chanel. Actually, it's pretty much in par with the Chanel, so you could use that in the Dior. I didn't include the L'Oreal because I feel like that gets a lot of attention here on YouTube, where I don't know that people are talking about the Chanel volume much. Okay, you guys, I have a brand that you might not have heard of. The brand is Gentry Kelly Cosmetics. She is a Houston-based makeup artist, and a dear friend of mine, Ray, who owns a makeup salon here in Austin called Adore, she carries the Gentry Kelly line of cosmetics. So that's how I discovered Gentry Kelly. I also saw that Dominique did a video with Gentry Kelly at some point. So anyway, I have this lipstick in Berry Guilty, and it's just this really beautiful pink. It's just this really pretty kind of basic pink, but really good pigment, feels very comfortable on the lips, pretty long wearing for a lipstick. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't have to touch up throughout the day at all with it, but the color does a nice job of staining your lips. It's a good quality of lipstick. She also has eyeshadows that I think are really, really great. I need to put this one in the palette. I just use this. I just use it and put it back in the little plastic packaging. But I have the color Urban Cowgirl, and I have another color. I guess I left it downstairs in my vanity. But they're really good quality shadows. I tend to go for the sheen shadows a lot. So this color Urban Cowboy is this pretty kind of mossy, smoky brown. It's really beautiful. It's got some like bronze tones to it, but there's a lot of olive in it as well. I also have one of her matte shadows that is really nice. The quality is really, really good. Very pigmented, easy to blend, just a really good shadow. So I forget how these are priced, if they're expensive or not. I don't think they're expensive. They're probably moderately priced, but I'll leave a link to Gentry Kelly's website down below so you can check out her other products that she carries. Okay, you guys, almost done. Just 3 more products to talk about. The Sephora Ultra Shine Lip Gel. I need to get a big one still. I got this in a Sephora Play box. I love this lip gloss. It's just like this really jelly-like, high shine, sheer gloss. I can pop this over anything, and it's just gonna make the lips look wet. Ultra, ultra shiny. It's not sticky at all. Very smooth and lightweight. Super, super shine. I can think of this and the Marc Jacobs lip glosses that just give that really like wet, shiny look. And it's the Sephora brand, so it's definitely going to be priced better than the Marc Jacobs. But you know, these are so sheer that it really doesn't matter what color you get. They're all going to kind of look sheer with just a tint of color after about 20 minutes. But if you're looking for just a lip topper or something to just wear alone, so if you're going to the gym or you're running errands and you want something on your lips to just make them look a little full but not a lot of color, these are really great. The Sephora Gel Serum Concealer. I got this for a Sephora tutorial that I did at some point, and I really like it. It's a really nice lightweight concealer. It gives pretty good coverage. I wouldn't say it's as full coverage as like the Shape Tape or some other concealers, but the consistency is really nice. It's like a gel, so it's not really thick and creamy, but it's definitely hydrating to the under eye area. I really like it. I have the shade, which one did I get? Did they not tell me the shade on here that I got? Okay, it does not list the shade that I have, but the shade that I got is really nice because it works as a concealer for me, but also as a highlighter. It's bright enough to where it works really nicely as a highlighter. It kind of reminds me of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is really what it reminds me of. This is a great, fantastic, moderately priced concealer. Okay, and the last product I have is also by the Balm Cosmetics. It is Balm Beach. It is a blush. And it's just this really nice, soft, matte, peachy pink blush. So this will work really well on like my skin tone or fair skin tone. It is just a really nice, soft, natural colored matte blush. if you are just looking for something that just looks like natural flush to the cheeks, this is a really great one. And I like the packaging because, yeah, it's cute and decorative, but it's really, I really like it because it's thin and it's cardboard. It's just easy to throw into your bag and touch up or for travel. But I think in general, the Balm Cosmetics has a really great line of products, and for one reason or another, you really don't hear them talked about much on YouTube or in the beauty community. So, all right, you guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you discovered anything that you hadn't heard of before, or if you are gonna try any of these products. If you do, let me know what you think about them. So if you have any products that you are using and loving and you feel like are a secret that no one else knows about, share the love. Let us know down below. I love when we get the conversation going in the comment section below. I always hope that my channel is a positive place for women to feel a community, just to communicate with women that are like-minded, that have the same interests, and that are here to help each other. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.